What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, Pixie Posse and wee little pixels all? Welcome to Two Gun Pixie, your gateway to legendary gaming. Now, today's video is going to be sliding right into two different playlists that we have. Obviously, the Tabletop Takeout playlist, which is where we give bullet point reviews to games that myself, the wife, our 2GP partner Tom Vulo, or one of the 20-sided warriors has enjoyed. And this is also going to fit nicely, epically so actually, right into our sci-fi section. That's right, our playlist just for sci-fi games, for unboxings, for previews, for reviews, for playthroughs. It's all there. If you like sci-fi games, you're going to want to check out that playlist. Now, we drop a video every day of the week, so come on by and check those out. And if you want to become a member of the Pixie Posse, all you got to do is hit that subscribe, and don't forget to tickle that notify bell so you are reminded of all the daily drops that we do here. Now, today's video, I want to talk about a sweet little game, a beautiful little game that you can carry anywhere, just about anywhere, as long as you have a small enough little pocket, like let's say a shirt pocket. So yes, Paper App Galaxy. This is following in the footsteps of several other games, one of which I've played him on the channel several times and talked about and reviewed, and that's Paper App Dungeon. Well, this is the sci-fi version of it. But just like the other Paper App games, this is this procedurally generated notebook of adventure quests. And in this case, each page is a sector of space that you got to get through if you want to get home. So this is more than just a reskinning. I mean, they could have been lazy. They could have been lazy and just did the same exact thing and just called it instead of being in a dungeon, you were in a space station. They could have done it the same thing as dungeon, but they didn't. They didn't. There's a bit of a redesign on it, not much. If you've played the other Paper App games, especially Dungeon, you're going to recognize this. But they did add enough changes into this game to make it different and to make it its own, while still maintaining the fact that it's a Paper App game in a notebook where every single other notebook is going to be different. That's the way these are generated. The notebook or books that you have or get are all going to be different from every other notebook out there. Different from the ones I have, different from the ones that your friend has. This uniqueness is something that you don't see a lot in other board games, but that's mainly because there's not a great opportunity to do that. So this, as I said, this is a small notebook. As I said at the beginning, so you can put, right there in your front pocket, maybe in your back pocket. We try, I got a game right here for you. It's very easy to carry, very easy to bring around. It's going to be so easy to slip into your daily life. All you need is a pencil and some way to generate a number, because the game has and uses a D6. So if you have something like a phone with AI or some other program on it, or even just a dice app, all you need is a pencil, and you can play this anywhere. You got a few minutes, while you're waiting for your laundry, you can play it. You're waiting in line for the newest blockbuster movie, you can play it. You just about anywhere where you have 10 minutes to play, 5 minutes to do nothing, you're going to get a chance to play this game. Now, I mentioned that it's more than just a reskinning. Some of the things that they've added into this game I really kind of like. They've added in a bit of a management system in this game now. specifically what I mean is that you need things like fuel, you need things like weapons, and you need to manage your ship's movement. Some of the movement is pre-planned for you in the ship's computer, you could say. But there are some spaces, some slots where you don't have anything listed. This is up to you to get in and change things around. Because how you move around the board is life or death in this game. Are you going to run into an alien enemy ship that's going to blast you? Are you going to run into a mine or come close enough to it that it's going to be a proximity and blow you up anyway? So you really need to know what your next couple of moves are or could potentially be. There's a lot of management in this game that the previous ones didn't have. And it's definitely good to see that they did take this extra step. Like I said earlier, they could have just reskinned it basically with no changes. And it would have been nice. But the changes that they did here now really make it stand out. I gotta say, some good choices were made for that. Now, this game does come on the hills, like I said, for the Paper App Dungeon. I know there's a Paper App Golf game out there. I myself am not really a fan or an aficionado of golf, but I like this system so much, I'd be willing to try that. The reason I bring this up is to show that these games are fun. They're pulling me into a theme that I'm not even normally engaged in. And I find that with both of these games that I've played, they make me want to play more, but they want me not just to play more, but I want more of this style, what's going on with the game. These games work out really well. You can carry them with you anywhere. You know, you can bring them both with you. Bring the dungeon one, and you got the sci-fi ones. Hey guys, which one you want to play? You want to play a game? Want to play with me? Felt a little dirty doing that. Sorry about that. But still, the point is the same. You can carry these games with you, and boom. Solo game, throw it down, let your friend try it, you try it, go back and forth a few times. It's like playing Asteroids in the old days in the arcade. But the best way to find out if you're going to like a game, my friends, don't listen to influencers. You want to be informed, not influenced. So watch some playthroughs of this or any other game you're interested in. Playthroughs are one of the best ways to determine if a game is something you are going to enjoy. So please, my friends, watch some playthroughs and figure out if this is the kind of game for you. And when you do, why don't you come back here and let us know what you think of Paper App Galaxy.